Hey, my name is Zeus Tipado, a writer for Healing Maps, and let's talk about if personality affects the outcome of a psychedelic trip. So, if you had to bet, do you think personality traits have an effect on the outcome or quality of a psychedelic trip? Well, do you? I mean, I asked a question and I'll stay right here until I get an answer. Forget it. In 2012, scientists from the University of Zurich compiled nearly all psilocybin research from the date of 1992 until 2011, and then studied all those studies like one big giant study. A study within a study. That's some inception level research. They were looking at what is the greatest factor of experiencing a significant psychedelic trip. So they looked at variables like the age of a person, their weight, gender, if they've done psychedelics before, education level, if they've smoked cannabis in the past, personality traits, even if they have a history of drinking alcohol. This massive study analyzed all these factors. A total of 409 doses of psilocybin between 261 human subjects. That's some hefty data. So, what did they find about personality? Does it affect a psychedelic trip? They found most personality traits did not have a major influence on psilocybin responses. However, they did find people that were more sociable had trips that were less of a spiritual experience and more of a audio-visual synesthesia. If you haven't heard of audio-visual synesthesia, it's when we experience senses with seemingly unrelated senses, like hearing images or seeing music. Another interesting thing, people that reported psychological problems before taking psilocybin had trips that were less about blissfulness, complex imagery, and oceanic boundlessness or ego dissolution. Oh, and when it comes to having a history of cannabis use, people that smoke cannabis more than once a week had a higher measure of a blissful state while on psychedelics and reported less anxiety while tripping. Overall, the single most significant factor in experiencing a psychedelic trip is the amount of psychedelics you take. By far, the amount of psychedelics you take is the strongest variable compared to any other variable. And it's not even close. So there you have it. Your personality doesn't really affect your psychedelic trip. You started this video with a question and now you have an answer to this question. Simple. Don't you wish life was this easy?